right, finish cold start. Like nothing. Doesn't even matter, doesn't care. So, we're here at the Ylivoimala, oh my gosh, I'm butchering it still, shop reveal, and we're going to take this gravel truck and go sling donuts in a parking lot somewhere. So now that the truck is outside getting warmed up for us to go terrorize the town with it, maybe sling some donuts in some parking lots. I said I wanted to do some snowy donuts while I was here because I've never done any, and we're gonna do it with a Scania. So, show me around the shop. You gotta tell everything that you told me, but on camera.
Yeah,
okay.
We can do that.
All right, so we're gonna have the grand tour of the
Ylivoimala.
Yes, shop. I'm just gonna record your voice saying that, so that whenever I need to say it, it's just gonna be your voice every time.
Good choice.
All right, full shop tour, here it comes. All right, so what town are we in Finland?
We are now in Kempele, Finland.
Kempele.
Yeah, what is like 10 kilometers from Oulu.
Okay.
So 10 kilometers from Oulu to south.
All right, so first impression of the shop is just like breathtaking compared to anything in America, honestly, guys. Like the amount of employee comforts, all the tools are just like very high tech. Some column lifts everywhere. So, all right, I'm done talking. Let's start. Where do you want to start at?
I think I want to start from that. We have a coffee maker, of course.
Coffee's very big here in Finland. I'm learning that.
That's the most important thing.
Yes.
Of course. This is our new heavy breaker, or new to us.
Yes.
It's
So
an old chunk, but new for us.
it's got an inline 6, and you're about to convert it to a...
Yeah, for the V8, because you got to have V8. I think V8 with some 900, 1000 horsepower.
Definitely.
Will do it.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah, got to have that at least.
All right.
So, then you can go to the...
Floor scrubber. Got to have a floors clean.
Yeah.
Making our way into another room here.
And on this room, we will make all our gearboxes, engines, stuff like that, but it needs to be clean. And of course, we have a hoist for heavy stuff.
No heavy lifting with the back, so everybody's back stay in great condition.
Yeah.
You said this is a Scania gearbox?
Yes, that's the Scania gearbox 905.
Someone ran it out of oil, so it's pretty much junk. I mean, there's not much to save. And this is a
Volvo IC.
big gearbox right there for a Volvo.
Yeah. That's quite new also. It's, I think, like 2-3 years old.
Okay. See, if I had a crane like this in my shop, we'd be goofing off too much.
Yeah.
There'd be too much playing around going on. So is that an engine stand, it looks like?
That's an engine stand.
Okay. And
And the DPF cleaning machine, we do quite a lot DPF stuff here. There's some filters waiting for.
okay. What are these, like some of these already cleaned, or they're needed? Okay, so they're waiting to get cleaned this week. Okay. So you probably do that for other people too, not just your stuff here in the shop, I would assume, right?
Yeah, we do.
So not a very popular tool in the U.S. I mean, there are very few and far between. So to have one here, obviously, in Finland's probably a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it must have. Because all the new stuff is Euro 6,
Uh-huh.
the DPF, and every 200,000 or 300,000 kilometers.
They need to be cleaned.
Yeah.
It's much better to clean them than replace them.
Yeah.
Much cheaper.
It's cheaper and easier because you have always your own stock and
Gotcha.
stuff like that.
So I see you got lots of barrels here for all kinds of fluids, and you've got hoses from the ceiling. So it's like lots of different manufacturers take different fluids, I'd assume, right?
Yeah. We have all the engine oil in the lines, and the coolant on the line, and the waste oil is on the line. Then we have hydraulic oil, some not so popular like ATF for the automatics and stuff like that here in the barrels.
So you have a machine that sucks the waste oil out of the engine?
Yeah, we have. The pumps are up there.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Everything's in safety cabinets. There's no like anything really exposed anywhere.
Yeah.
Scania gearbox.
Yeah.
And
That's waiting for install. The truck is outside there, so I think
Okay.
tomorrow.
is this one that you guys rebuilt?
Yeah, that's rebuilt by us.
So now you pointed out on this engine that you guys do the VGT.
Yeah, VGT deletes for the 730s and Euro 6 Scanias.
Okay.
So we make the manifolds here.
So this is the like mock-up engine where they build all the manifolds on the engine so they're made exactly to the engine so that when you ship those parts to people,
Yeah,
it fits
100%.
perfectly. Okay. So as you mentioned that you do the VGT delete, but that doesn't delete the emissions. That
No.
keeps the emissions intact. It removes the EGR,
Yeah.
but you use a little bit more DEF.
Yeah.
So the emissions coming out of the tailpipe are still what they're required to be by law.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit more efficient engine.
Yeah, it
More
runs
horsepower.
better. Yeah.
So
And of course, if you want to use open pipe, it will make
makes
much
more
better.
sense.
Yeah,
More
much
sound.
Yeah, more sound.
So good to know. I'm learning. I had no idea. Usually if you get rid of a VGT in the US, you're just like getting rid of all the emissions, but they're keeping them intact and making more horsepower here.
Yeah.
All right, where we go to next? So you've got all kinds of tools there, more cleaning. So what are these used for right here?
For parts.
So that's like a whole
Yeah, we can put whole
engine inside there, really.
engine or transmission.
Wow.
Usually we put whole transmission before the rebuild.
Okay.
Because it's much nicer to work with the
Tear it
clean parts
down.
and clear it.
So what is this? This is another cleaning station?
Yeah, that's only for smaller parts.
Okay. Wow. Lots of cleaning happening to keep, like, even the shop floors, like, American shop floors are always dirty and greasy and
Yeah, we
nasty, so
we really try to keep it clean.
lots of organization. So this truck right here we'll get into on another video. I promise there's some very special things happening with this truck. It's a 770?
650.
Okay, so 650 V8,
Yeah.
but it's got a stick shift there, but that's for another video. And you guys do like full fabrication here of like exhaust.
Yeah, exhaust and outside stuff and interior stuff and
So these are your engine oils,
yeah.
coolant also,
Yeah.
and then this is the oil,
Yeah.
waste oil,
Yeah.
and then up into the ceiling it goes and gets done away with. So the floors are heated here also, right?
Yeah.
Everything's heated.
Yeah. Must be.
Got a bandsaw here,
Yeah. For the exhaust.
nice big press.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here I am wanting to import European trucks, and you've got an American classic here. This was originally a 454 SS
Yeah.
truck right here, Chevrolet, and you've got here in
Yeah.
Finland
Yeah.
with a fully built blueprint engine, and you're completely obviously he's completely restored everything on
Yeah.
it.
Chassis is paint. The whole body is paint. New transmission, new engine, new everything, new AC.
Not a very common truck to be seen here.
No, not at all.
Yeah. It's like everything's been done. Suspension, fuel lines. Interior's in really nice shape. You got a Holly Sniper set up inside here.
So the point is to make stock as possible from the outside and from the inside, but lots of power.
Hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think this one will rip donuts in the snow next winter?
I don't think it's snow, but
Yeah.
everywhere else.
Oh yeah, definitely. Really nice. Look at that exhaust. So this exhaust, you got the window sitting over it, but all of this fab here was done by your in-house fabricator.
Yeah, our own fabricator.
And you've got some actuators down there with,
Yeah,
with
cutouts.
dumps. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be loud.
Yeah.
So that is crazy, the quality of fabrication you're doing here. I've never seen 4-inch pipes on a big block in America. So
Yeah.
this thing's gonna be loud and very
It is
throaty.
loud. It is a lot.
Yeah. So, all right. Super cool project you got going on here. All right, so we walked into a whole nother room of the shop that is separate from everything else. Very, very big room with all kinds of crazy things in the floor here. And it's just a lot to take in all at once. So on top of doing like service work here,
This is the inspection bay, so we have to make inspection every year for every truck. So in the inspection we check brakes, chassis, emissions, stuff like that.
Okay, so this right here is like a resistance. It's like a reverse dyno.
Yeah.
So the this is like testing the brakes. So these rollers are very grippy. And you said it's a low speed test, so it's just checking the brake power. So every truck has to be inspected. This is in Finland or in Europe?
In Europe, basically.
Okay, so every year they have to have brake inspections to test how strong the brakes are. So pretty crazy thing there. Next, we move on to this crazy platform here. So in America, we jack trucks up, use pry bars to move like the axles and things around. These platforms here, I'm gonna stand on top of this one, but they move in and out. So it tests all kinds of different things to check the suspension, to make sure that there's nothing loose or out of tolerances. So lots of technology in the ground down here to make that happen. So that is what's basically, other than the pit, you're doing like chassis inspections underneath to make sure there's no like excessive oil leaks and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, we've got another tool here for a exhaust sniffer.
Yeah.
And that checks the NOx coming out the tailpipe.
That's not for the NOx, that's mostly for the smoke, for the soot.
Okay.
So, for the visible emission.
Okay, so that...
And also for the OBD test.
So even though you're doing tuning here, giving them more horsepower, you're also making sure they're compliant.
Yeah.
On top of everything. So you can come here, get your truck tuned.
Yep.
Get a turbo kit.
Yep.
Get it tested and approved, legal.
Yep.
And get a dyno slip because you have an in-house dyno.
Yeah, we have.
So this is a Mustang dyno that you flew over to Ohio.
Yeah.
7, 8 years ago, something like that, and bought. And it's got how many kilometers on this thing?
It was 30,000 when I last checked it.
So
that's a lot.
It's been used quite a bit, as you guys can see. So lots of use on this tandem drive Mustang dyno. It's a dual eddy brake. We've got a pretty cool video coming this week using this dyno for something very special. So that belt, have you ever broke the belt before?
Couple of times.
You can imagine it just slinging off.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So all kinds of things. So there's fixing the dyno right now, doing some maintenance on it, but it'll be up and running this week for some other special stuff we've got planned. So, well, that's pretty much a solid shop tour. Let's go check the office out.
Yep.
And you do custom computer programming in the office too. So inside here is the front office, customer area. Before we get into that, this is the room where all the crazy technical stuff goes down, like when they tune my 144 ECU, and this is one we brought out of the red truck all the way from America in my carry-on bag. So sometime this week we're going to be cutting that open and tuning it for the new Scania back home. And then I brought a Volvo ECM that has some issues. We're going to see if we can maybe repair it for a friend of mine. So all kinds of cool tech in this room that we'll be diving into that sometime this week. So really nice office area. Another coffee maker.
Yeah.
So no shortage of coffee around here.
No, can't happen.
No, never. Oh, we got a truck pulling in.
Yeah, that's a customer.
You dropping it off?
I think so.
Cool beans. Something I want to point out is the employee work area and how nice it is to work here at this particular shop.
Yeah.
So let's check that out. My employees are going to watch this video and be like, what the hell? That's all right. So walking down the corridor here into the break room of the shop, we've got lunch table, nice clean employee bathroom, a dishwasher, dang, double microwaves, fridge, fully stocked fridge full of all the goodies. What does that say?
It says that the drinks are only for work. You cannot take them to home.
Okay.
I'm cheap shit. So.
Yeah. Well, that just means you got to stay productive. So that makes sense. Inside here, is that all right that I show this?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. So all the guys leave all their crap in here. So work lockers inside this room here. And you said it's required by the
law to have showers.
So not only for just taking a shower after a long work day, but just for in case someone was to get something hazardous on their body or in their eyes or something, like take a coolant bath, for example.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. So can't have coolant all over your skin all the time. Something else I want to point out, and this is pretty standard to you guys, obviously, but I'm going to implement this in my shop.
Yeah.
Because we just had new carpet put down and it's already got stains on it.
Yeah.
But these guys take their shoes off before they go in the offices, any nice places they want to keep really clean. And it makes complete sense. We're just really dirty people in America, I guess. But so down here at the end of this hall is the crown jewel of this place, which is mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter. Say that again?
Bomb shelter.
Yeah. Crazy. So another thing on a business or building, depending on the size of it.
Yeah, if you have enough big size of the building, you have to have bomb shelter.
So we've got a upstairs storage just for part storage. We don't really need to go up there, but in this corner there is a room specifically made if a nuclear war or something, just a bomb was dropped, everybody can run in here and you're pretty safe.
Yeah, and take safe.
Pretty crazy. So right now there's got some part storage in here. He's mentioned that you can have things inside the room here. You just have to be able to get it out within 3 or 4 hours or something like that. I think if a bomb was coming or it hit, you could get all this out really quick.
Yeah.
I just start throwing it. So this.
And here we have for the air clean, I mean the purification system. If something bad happens from the outside air.
So, pretty crazy that there's everything's prepped around here for you never know what's going to happen or safety. Just nuts. And the doors here, they open up like that, right? Like a accordion. So you don't have to open it. It's too cold. Don't do that. It's too cold for that. But our doors in America always roll up.
Yeah.
But these are really tall. These are like, what, 18 feet or something? Or
Yeah, I think so. They're like, I think they're 6 meters.
So yeah, about 18 feet-ish, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So really, really tall doors, tall ceiling. And something else I didn't mention is the overhead crane that spans from one end of the shop all the way to the other end, which is got to be extremely handy for pulling engines and transmissions and things out. So
changing gaps and changing whatever.
Anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can move around stuff with it too. So
not a lot of bending over or using your back or laying on the ground unless you absolutely had to. Maybe just doing inspections. So, all right, that's the rough shop tour. We got all kinds of other videos coming this week. Let's go outside and see if this thing will sling some donuts.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's like 5 degrees Fahrenheit here right now. It's a little windy. I'm gonna do my best to keep the wind away, so if the phone's close to my face you'll understand. But we got the truck, should be warmed up by now, trailer unhooked, so let's go drive this thing around. Vienna said I can hop in this thing and drive it. You waiting on me?
Yeah.
I gotta unlock it. Okay. Wow, this thing is really nice on the inside. Wow. All right, so we've made it inside the R560, you said?
Yeah, 560.
And this is the dump work truck. How often do you use the truck?
Every day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it gets put to work all the time.
Yeah, we bring the trailers in and stuff like that.
All right, it's got 460,000 kilometers on it, V8 diesel. Let's go. All right, guys, so we made a stop here, a truck stop right down the road. The food here is completely different from what I'm used to in America. My stomach has been absolutely roached since I've been here, so having to make quite a few pit stops here and there, but I did get some medicine to hopefully take care of that. But I'm gonna check out some trucks here while we've got the truck stop here, the little truck stop here. So that's a Volvo, obviously. And what is this one, a Renault?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I hear the heater running.
Yep.
Wish mine worked. All right, guys, we made it to a big open parking lot here, covered in snow. We did some test test whips here, and everything looked like it was working good. So I'm gonna hop back in the truck and continue to do it. It's pretty windy, so bear with us with all the wind noise. Hopefully the sound of the truck whipping donuts and gliding in the snow trumps the wind noise. Perfect. All right, here we go. So made it back to shop, super successful drifting with the old dump truck. In America, we call those dumpies.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head inside the shop, grab a couple things. Oh, the wind's getting bad. And head back to the house for the night. We'll be back up here tomorrow with some more stuff. So back up here this morning in the shop, they've got lots of trucks pulled in here already. It's gonna be a little bit louder because they're actually working today, but this is like a Volvo dump truck. Looks like an 8x4, which is what this means. You have 8 tires total, so 4 axles, but only 4 of the tires drive, which in this, configuration, there's 8 total. But these things are a little bit different, right? So there's 8 bags on these dump trucks. So you can see an airbag in the front, airbag in the rear on these axles. These have got a outer planetary hub, so gear reduction axles there. Pretty crazy. Over here we've got a logging truck with a knuckle boom built into it. Lots of stuff going on there. These trucks usually put, obviously, wood on the trailer, right there, and they have a trailer they hook to also. Over there's one that just had some work done at Scania. That's an 8x4 configuration also. But this truck's in here for some service work. Got the big gear reduction axles on it also. So right now it looks like he's changing the air dryer filter. And you guys remember how hard of a time we had getting ours off of our Scania last time. You can see because there's water that gets in there from the it's air dryer. So he's putting a new one on there now. I seen he just put some grease on the fitting on the O-ring there to make sure it comes off at a later date for whoever. But pretty cool. I mean, it's just everything's so different here. It's hard to get used to everything. But this is a V8, obviously. I don't know what model it is here. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can tell me what model this thing is. Obviously, V8, definitely. Try not to get into everyone's way. These guys are hard at work. They got their computer plugged into this Volvo here. Checking things out. Looks like it's got a code in here for a parking heater module. So, get some work done on this thing. One thing that I can see that really sucks about working in this shop, other than everything being really nice, like creature comforts for employees, is the crawling underneath a truck that's covered in snow and it's dripping water all over you all the time. So That's the biggest bummer that I'm seeing right now. As you guys can see where all the snow is dripping. Looks like a truck's headed out there. They just serviced it this morning. We were up here last night. You saw it. It got dropped off. So they have these trucks coming in and out. People are leaving really, really quick. So this one's got a stack on it. Didn't even notice that. Look at that. Big old stack on that thing. This must be a 730, I would assume. I'm not sure. Everything's just so different. Looks like the bed showed up this morning for Viola's Chevrolet. So we were talking last night at the house about how like pronunciation of like American names. So Viola, the owner here, speaks English. So when he says my name Bruce, when he's speaking English, it all flows together. But whenever like I go to say any Finnish or Swedish names while I'm speaking English, it's like you have to stop your sentence completely and pronunciate the name as correct as you possibly can. So it's like changes everything. But that's pretty much a wrap for the shop tour. I think they got a truck on the dyno. Let's go check it out and we'll get out of here. All right, guys, we're back up here Monday morning. The jet lag is finally starting to wear away. Got to bed at like 2 a.m., back up at 9. They've got a truck on the dyno. They just ran it. We just missed it, unfortunately. But that's going to wrap up the video. We have another video following right back up tomorrow. I bought a European semi-truck. So I hope you guys tune into that. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lots of new viewers here. It's crazy the amount of new viewers here. It's super cold. And comment down below if you guys have any European trucks you want them worked on. Y'all should definitely head out here. I'll put a link in the description below to all the information here in Kimpel, Finland, maybe. I'm really bad at this. Catch you guys later. Peace.